if you had to pick between Zion Young, who's a prospect that you have to develop with the coaching staff and you have to build up, and not as much of the excitement and the flash, or Max Crosby, there's a lot of people that would say, well, of course, I want Max Crosby on this team. But I went through a deep dive because we always talk about the all-in players, guys that you're making the move, you're going after it. You got to get the big name guy right now. And I looked through the history of teams that went about making that move, and I put it through a little filter search here. I went down and essentially broke it down into guys that help teams get to a championship game, guys that help teams at least get to an NFC championship game.
Okay.
And guys that, maybe that it was a fun season, but essentially it didn't turn into anything big. Going all the way back to 2018, when the Bears, of course, make their big trade for a piece. Here are the names of guys that helped you win a Super Bowl. And I would say one of these names had much more of an impact than the other, although both names did have an impact for this team, both for the Rams. Matthew Stafford and Jalen Ramsey both traded for pretty big draft capital in their times, switching teams. What was it? Stafford was 2 firsts plus Jared Goff. I believe there were some seconds in there as well. You upgraded your QB position, and you won the Super Bowl, right? You can't complain about that. Ramsey was a similar situation, a similar all-in situation, cost him multiple firsts, a couple of more picks as well. Played really solid for that team that year, but remember, he was the piece that was getting burned on when that Super Bowl should have been lost for Matthew Stafford by Joe Burrow, but Aaron Donald ends up saving the day. That's the end of the list.
Wow. I thought you were going to give me a few more.
That is the end of the list of guys that won a Super Bowl by going big fish hunting.